So in this video we'll look at how to, when we have a circle, we want to estimate parameter, we can draw different shapes inside. For example, this is a circle, I can draw a square inside to have a lower bound for what is the perimeter of the circle. I could get lower bounds for different shapes, and as I keep increasing the number of sides I get closer and closer to the circle. So how would I draw it, estimate it, and so on? So the first thing is that if I look at the shape, this is a chord inside, and this is a perpendicular to the chord. Perpendicular to the chord bisects the chord and goes through the center. And this is radius r. So to find these points, of course, I can have an angle, and I know that I am going to go 360 divided by 4 every time I rotate. Let's say I start with this position, right? So let's say I start with 45 degrees, right? And every time from here I'll be going 90 degrees, right? So I can cut 360 divided by 4, which is what gives me the 90-degree rotations. And it's basically a point here which will be r times cos theta is the x, and y value is r times sin theta. So in addition to that, the question is, what is the perimeter of this? So the perimeter of this is, of course, double of this. And if we start with an angle, let's say theta 45 degrees in this case, right? Then what would be the, so this angle is going to be 360 by 490. This is going to be half of that angle, right? And I need the opposite side. So the opposite side is actually r sin theta. So this distance d is going to be r into sin theta, or right, where this theta is 360 divided by 4 and half of that. It has to be half of that angle, either this side or that side, right? And then I have and then I have one side is 2 times d, and then I have 4 sides, so that's 4 times of that. So the total is going to be 8 times d. This is what I am expecting as the side for any number of sides. So in case of 4 sides, now this is number of sides, right? So in case of 4 sides, what we are talking about is that the same distance d will be equal to 8 times r times sine of 45 degrees, which is basically 1 over root 2. So this is 4 root 2 times r. That will be the perimeter, which is 1.44 times 1.414 times r. 4 4s are 16, 4 1s are 4 5, 4 4s are 16. So it's going to be more than 5.656 r. So this is the lower limit that you have set based on the shape. So let's take a shape that we know well and see how we can apply what we have learned now, and if it works for that. So the shape that we know well is, of course, the hexagon, right? Because in the hexagon, the 360 degrees is divided into 60 degrees each. So this is 60 degrees. And not only is it isosceles triangle, it's also an equilateral triangle, because both these are r, these two angles have to be the same. So from 180, if I remove 60, 120. So 120 divided by 2 is also 60. So this makes it a equilateral triangle. So we know that this is 6r. So this is nice. It's something that we can check what we have done. Does it make sense for what we have done? So same thing, I draw a perpendicular bisector right here. And so this distance, this angle is 30 degrees, right? And this distance, and I have 6 sides. So 6 sides into 2 times, this was d, 2 times d, right? Perimeter. Drawing, of course, is easy. 6 times 2 times d, which is going to be 6 times, sorry, I should use, okay, 6 times 2 times r into sine theta, right? So sine of 30 degrees. Now we know sine of 30 degrees is 1 by 1 by 2. So 6 times 2 times r by 2 or 6r, which is correct. Okay. So, sorry. 6 times 2d, 6 times 2 times r sine theta, sine 30 degrees is half. So 6 times r. So it's working out. Good. So the perimeter is working out. Perimeter is basically 6 times, okay, sorry, if S is the side, right, then the perimeter is S 2 times S times R into sine of 360 divided by 2 times number of sides. Remember, it's half of theta. So this basically gives us a closed form formula that we can use to find out what is the perimeter. So this gives us the perimeter, and of course to draw, it's only in the circle. This is just r cos theta and r sin theta. You can have some starting angle, and then theta is incremented each time by 360 divided by number of sides. In this case, when sides are 6, this will be 60 degrees.